All right, ladies and gents, we're back. It's season 21-22. Welcome back, Ian.
Thanks, bro. It's pretty good to be back. It's great having NBA back to watch on our screens. Grace us with their presence.
Absolutely. And we're off to a hot start. A lot of drama in the league right off the bat, which we love, obviously. We love drama. We feast on that. And right off the bat, the biggest drama coming from two Aussies, believe it or not. Who would have thought two Australians that's gone to the NBA have become the biggest storylines? Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving not wanting to suit up for various reasons. Firstly, let's go to Ben. What's your position on Ben? Do you support him? Do you think it's been a bitch move?
He's been a bitch.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay. Yep.
I think just suck it up and just play, Stop being a little baby. You look at what he's been doing. I don't really care what you do off the court. But on the court, the way you conduct yourself, it sucks. And the way he conducted himself in practice, that was bullshit too. You would never see Kobe do that ever. Ever.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not Mamba mentality, that's for sure. But wasn't Kobe acting up a little bit when he demanded a trade for a little while as well? All those years ago before he got Pau Gasol and things like that?
Yeah, when he wanted to get rid of Shaq.
Yeah, exactly, right? Look, my position on this is firstly, right, they threw him under he had a meltdown in the Western Conference Finals, right? But no, Western Conference semifinals, sorry, Eastern Conference semifinals. But they threw him under the bus pretty quickly, right? Very self-preservation type reaction by Doc Rivers, by head coach. I thought that was a bit of a bitch move, to be honest. And then,
it was.
Yeah. And then Joel Embiid, their best player, very emotional, right? He's a very emotional guy. He's like hot, cold, and we've seen it. He doesn't think, he talks before he thinks. Joel Embiid, not the sharpest tool in the shed, let's face it. Big dude from Cameroon. It's all good in the bright lights of the NBA. But yeah, and he threw him under the bus as well. And look, by all accounts, Ben Simmons got a pretty fragile ego, big ego, fragile ego, and 25 years old. He's been in the league for 6 years now, I think. And his game hasn't really developed that much, right? And there's rumors that he's quite lazy as well. He hasn't really worked on his game. And the biggest one people are comparing to is basically Lonzo Ball, right? Okay. He had an ugly shot, man. His right elbow would flick out when he used to shoot the three ball. Now it's a smooth-looking shot, man. So just proof that you can work on your game. And Simmons hasn't worked on his game.
Well, I think for Lonzo, it was the fact that he got traded and, went to nowhere, no man's land. So he had to work on his game to even get a game, right?
Yep.
I think Philly paid him out too easy, gave him max, and they kind of regret it. Yeah,
and he's made 3 All-Star appearances as well, so he's probably thinking, this is a pretty good life, right? I'm making max dollars, I'm driving around in Lamborghinis, Ferraris, I'm big time. So, and to be honest, up until last year, there hasn't been a lot of focus on his game. It's just been, it's all about the process. There were cellar dwellers, they've recently just come up. Heat hasn't been on him, so he probably hasn't really worked on his game that much.
It's always been on other guys that they've brought in, It was on, Jimmy Butler. Can he help carry the team offensively? And there's the other guy, Tobias Harris, right? Who also came in with big money.
Yeah, I mean, Tobias Harris, you got to say, again, another max player, probably has escaped a little bit of criticism after a bit of no-show in the semifinals as well. But yeah, look, I think everyone's to blame. But yeah, I mean, Ben, it's backfired, right? His agent, Rich Paul, he's probably got a little bit of bad advice. Rich Paul probably thought after 1 year into a 5-year deal, I think, that, he could stiff arm the front office of Philadelphia into trading. And they've said, Daryl Morey, he's actually the new GM, right? He's like, no way. We're not going to, we're only going to trade if it's a better transaction for us. So they've stood firm and it's backfired, and now Ben Simmons
he'll wait 4 years, Daryl. He'll sit there and wait. He doesn't care. He'll play the long game.
He won't make a... Yeah, go.
So what I was going to say was, in the finals, you could see it was going to come down to them cracking on Ben Simmons. Like, they saw it in the Washington game, right? And that's on Doc. Like, Doc has never been a good offensive playmaker, right? He's always been about defense.
Yep.
And that's on him to make plays for Simmons, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I felt, Doc was responsible in doing that, because they put him into positions where, he was going to be fouled and stuff like that.
No doubt.
And, if you're blowing teams away, they're not going to foul you.
Exactly. Yeah, look, I think everyone's to blame. I hope Ben takes this little downtime now that he's getting paid. He's with the team. He takes like a few days off, gets his mind right, comes back and just gives a huge middle finger to everyone and plays well. You know what I mean? Because he's a talent. He just hasn't worked on his game. He could have been much better, but he's still good. And teams know he's good, so they'd want to trade for him.
Yep.
So yeah, look, good luck to Ben. But the other Aussie, Kyrie, what's your position on Kyrie's stance?
Want to disown him?
Is he just? I mean, look, I think he's not the only one, right? There's a lot of anti-vaxxers there. It's up to everyone's.
He's Mr. Flat Earth now, so he's a
exactly.
It's a bit weird.
He's a weird dude. I don't know what he does with his spare time, man. I don't know what he's reading. I don't know what he's listening to. I don't know who he's talking to. But damn, Kyrie, don't be leaving all that money on the table.
Yeah. Do you reckon he's just partying up because he's, back in Brooklyn?
Who knows? I don't know, man. I reckon he's sitting on the floor like a yoga mat with incense all around him, with all this like crazy music going all around him, and doing some kind of spiritual stuff.
Yeah. I feel sorry for KD, because KD stood up for him.
Yep.
and then went whack.
I know, right? KD must be thinking, what have I gotten myself into again? It's just drama follows him, man. Drama follows him. But yeah. Look, I don't know. I just hope Kyrie just comes to his senses, man, or gets traded or something like that. Because it's kind of crazy. Oh well. Hey, I gotta say, so and this is a good segue into the next topic. Mm-hmm. Someone threw up a crazy trade, man.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving for Russell Westbrook. Kyrie goes back to play with LeBron. Yep. Russell Westbrook goes back to play with KD and James Harden and completes the circle of life, man. What do you think about that?
Hey, if they can make it happen, make it happen. But I don't think so. Kyrie would never go back to LeBron.
I know, right? There's a lot of hatred there. There's a ton of hatred, no doubt about it. But yeah, I saw that and I just laughed. I'm like, man, maybe there's a possibility, because Kyrie's not going to have a high trade value now, and Russell, they probably want to get rid of Russell. But anyway, that's that. But let's go to Lakers. Troubling start for me. Troubling start. I don't know if this is because it's game 4, they're 1-3, and they're still figuring it out, or there's structural issues there. I think it's the latter. What do you think?
I think they're still trying to work with each other, work it out. LeBron's not playing every game. I think he's like resting every second game.
He missed 2, right? He missed the last 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like we haven't seen all 3 play together yet. Maybe for a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, we have the first 2 games, but yeah, spacing's the big one, right? Russell doesn't do a lot without the ball. I mean, he's not the type of, you can't hide him in the corner and, LeBron does the penetration and kick the ball out and Russell shoots the three. That doesn't happen. That's not going to work.
Or you make LeBron into a spot-up shooter.
Well, he's become a better shooter. He's shooting better for sure. He's got the turnaround. Jay's shooting the three ball better. But I don't know. Or they just need more shooters around there. Malik Monk's there.
He did pretty well today. So, yeah.
Russell or
Malik?
Yeah. I think he's probably their best bench scorer now, right? There's no KCP. There's no Kuzma.
There's no. I just realized there's no bald white dude there.
Oh, Alex Caruso, you didn't know?
Nah.
He's gone, man. He's playing with Chicago.
He's gone. Yeah, I saw. He's
him playing
in the
with
Chicago game, and he's killing it. I'm like, geez.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we might as well talk about Chicago. I was just thinking today, whoever is the GM for that team, give it to him already. I reckon he's going to win GM of the year because of what he's pulled with Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso, trading out Lauri Markkanen. And I think Thaddeus Young plays for Chicago as well, from my understanding, pairing up with Zach LaVine. So, man, that's a good team. For me, that's like easily top 4 in the East, I think.
Yeah, I can't believe the Cavs took Lauri Markkanen. I'm like, fuck, seriously?
I know, right? But good for Chicago for getting rid of him, I suppose.
Yep.
And yeah, your boy Alex Caruso, man, he's putting on the Caruso show up in Chi-Town.
He is. I know. Like that's maybe the start of the new Bulls dynasty.
Yeah, apparently it's the best start since MJ days for Chicago. It just goes to show how bad they've been. I guess they had that Derrick Rose period for a few years, but aside from that, not much. Yeah, no, pretty cool to see Chicago. I think the other one that's continuing to be good after being down for so long is New York. I think with Kemba Walker there, they're a nice team as well. And the Baldy with the beard, the French guy, Evan Fournier.
Yeah, he would have thought, addition. Like, I don't know, I've always thought of him as not a starter. Like, he's always like a six man or something. It's come off the bench to energize their team, but he's earning his bucks now.
Yeah, he's been hidden away in Orlando, right? I don't know how many Orlando games you watched. I didn't watch many, but I guess he's been hidden away. He's got a nice game. So New York, looking pretty good. What about the champs? Let's talk about the top end of the league. What do you think of Milwaukee? Can they go back to back?
I don't know. It depends, because I think depends if everyone works out, I guess. Like, you look at Brooklyn, they're a mess. But they've got to contend with Curry, right? Jesus Christ. Like, the Curry show, he's back. And once Clay's back to full strength, it's back to the way they were before they added KD. Yeah,
no doubt. And I'm actually a bit surprised Clay hasn't started the season. Apparently he's still out for a while with his Achilles. But yeah, Curry's looking like he's having an MVP type season, man. He's playing really well. And Jordan Poole, he looks like he's the new Clay anyway. So and Wiggins, he has his good days, he has his bad days, but when he's good, he's good.
Yeah, he's inconsistent, but like he's been okay.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're off to a pretty good start as well. I think in the West, it's probably going to be, especially when Clay comes back, I thought it would be Golden State and Lakers in the West conference finals, but man, the way the Lakers have started, it's looking a little ugly for me. It's. I mean, still, I think if they figure it out, they should be okay. I mean, I still think the Lakers and Golden State Warriors have too much talent compared to like a Nuggets or a Phoenix, who are probably the next crop of from a talent point of view in the West.
Yeah.
But
well, the Nugs are 2-2,
Yep.
and Jazz are second with 3-0.
Yep.
So yeah, Jazz has been good.
oh yeah, they're always good in the regular season, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
They're always good in the regular season, but I mean they haven't significantly improved. The Jazz, I don't think. I mean, who's the new guy? I think Hassan Whiteside is probably the only new guy in that team. I guess when Rudy Gobert's not playing, they've got another big hold that game style. But yeah, I think anyway, they're a nice team. I agree. They're a nice team.
It's great. It's probably good that they brought back the same guys, and the only person that maybe needs to step up is Conley.
Yep.
Like when D Mitch ain't around, he's gotta be the guy.
Yep. No doubt. I like that. Hey, speaking of hot starts, man, Ja Morant. Whew, man, they must be happy.
Is he doing the third year,
climb up, becoming a superstar?
Breaking out.
Yeah, because you're right? Third year is the year the guys that become superstars, right? At the end of the day.
Yep.
So it looks like he's breaking out, man. And his other mate from South Carolina, Zion Williamson, he's gone the other way.
He's gone fatter, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, he's broken 320 pounds or something like that. Like the heaviest. I think he's the heaviest guy in the league. Something like that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think Shaq got up to there, but geez, he's a lot taller.
Yeah, Shaq was 7'1", whereas Zion's like 6'7" or something like that. So
yeah, he was like Barkley's height.
Yeah, yeah, man. Hopefully Zion doesn't lose it. I suppose comes back. But anyway, Ja Morant off to a hot start. They must be so happy Memphis getting that franchise superstar with them in that small market team. So it's really cool. Any other teams for you that you've liked so far?
I haven't minded the Cavs actually from what they've got.
Oh yeah.
I'm disappointed they picked up Lauri Markkanen, but they haven't been too bad. They've won 3 games. One was against the Clippers and Nugs, even the Hawks, mate. So they're on a roll.
Yeah, the rookie Evan Mobley, He's had a couple of decent games.
So
looking like
Colin Sexton as well. He's been stepping up for him. I quite like what I'm seeing from him so far.
I wonder if they'll finally deal Kevin Love. I mean, he probably doesn't have a lot of trade value, but he's down to his last year.
Yeah, it is his last year, and he's just come back from injury, so he's not getting a lot of game time. So, who wants to take him? Because the rest of the team's quite young. I think. Just having a look at their ages.
Yep. So, you just mentioned Evan Mobley. Is he your favorite rookie so far? Who's your favorite rookie?
Probably him and Giddey at the moment. Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'm happy because I thought
Giddey's lived up to I laughed when they picked him.
Yeah, I thought he might be really raw.
I thought no way, but look, he lived up to it. Playing with the NBL guys,
yep,
it's really probably a plausible way for a lot of people to get noticed now.
Spot on, man. I think that 1 year for the 19-year-olds, that 1 year playing against men and proving it is a really good indicator now, right? For the league, because I mean, Melo has second year looking like a superstar, and now Josh Giddey, and also the G League players, right? Like Jalen Green, for example. Obviously G League playing against men as well in the next tier. That looks like a more sure bet than guys coming through college now, actually. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pacers guy has been pretty good as well. Chris Stewart.
Yeah. I can't remember where he was drafted. I mean, I know he was a lottery pick, top 14, but
13.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's yeah.
Nice deal.
Was Kobe pick 13?
I think
somewhere
so.
around there?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look, my favorite, and I liked him right from the start, actually, Jalen Green, number 2 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's going to get a lot of looks with Houston. He's got a little bit of swag. He's athletic, likes his dunks, volume scorer.
Yeah, loves his dunks.
Yeah, I like the look of him. So he went 8 foot. He went 8 foot 10 in 3 in one of the games as well. So, geez, he can shoot the ball too. Pretty skinny, but he's looking like the real deal. So I like Jalen Green out of everyone. With Cade Cunningham out with an ankle injury so far, I like him so far. But yeah, some really nice rookies actually. Yeah.
It's quite a big crop of them, and they're all doing pretty well. And it's good to see them all get get game time. It's always sad to see him drafted and only get like 5 minutes of junk time.
Yeah, and Scotty Barnes for Toronto looks like a really good shooting guard. Actually, again, high scorer. Pretty good replacement for DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Korver. Really, he might come along and take up that spotlight.
Pick 4 he was.
That's
Mr.
it,
Scotty.
That's it. Nice little steal. So. Great first week. Lots going on, a lot of drama. I do want to make some predictions. Let's go with the key predictions and see how we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Rookie of the Year. Let's go with that first.
Whoa. Probably going to be hard to see.
Yeah, we haven't seen Cade Cunningham. That's asterisk right there. But
I reckon, look, Scotty Barnes at the moment is right up there. And probably Jalen Green. Both of them are quite getting a lot of game time. And Chris, he's going to show up, I reckon. I don't know. There's too many. I just have to see more games of them at the moment. There's just not enough games to call it out. But if I had to pick one, I'll go for Mr. Green.
Yep. I'm sticking with Jalen Green. Just because I think the opportunities he's going to get with Houston, but I want to see Cade Cunningham as well to see how it comes through. But yeah, it's going to be a really nice little draft. I think draft class that's going to come through, and I think there'll be a few All-Stars in this group. Actually, quite a few.
It'd be good to see the game when they're it's the rookies versus the second and third years at All-Star.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Some good second-year players too. All right. What about let's go with who's going to play off in the finals from East and West? Not easy.
I don't think the Lakers will go. I reckon Warriors this year.
Yep.
If they can stay healthy.
Yep.
Fingers crossed. But Warriors from the West. East, look, I think at the moment it's still the Bucks for me because Brooklyn is a shambles.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the teams that are in shambles at the moment still because I thought in terms of talent, pure talent, they probably got the highest. Bit closer in the West, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Lakers. LeBron's last hurrah. And Brooklyn, if Kyrie comes back, but I mean, I'm hoping he does eventually. That'll be kind of cool, man. Brooklyn and LA, KD versus.
It's the game that everyone wanted to see last
LeBron.
year.
Exactly. We've got to make it happen. We've got to make it happen one more time. I know KD would love to just literally take the crown off LeBron's hands. I think that'll be pretty cool to see. Yeah. Cool, man. But great first week. Good to have the league back. So entertaining, man. Yeah. You only realize how entertaining it is when it's not around. And then when it comes back, you're like, oh, wow, this is why I love basketball.
Yeah, I think it was a good thing we had footy for a little bit to cover it. But then once footy fell off, I was like, what do we do?
There's not much, there's a lot of guys like us that hang around their whole life is just going to work and watching sport. We're all a little bit lost and confused, to be honest, for a good number of weeks. It's good to have the basketball back. So,
yeah,
and hope you're tuning in to us.
Yep.
And we'll tune in throughout the year whenever we've got something to say, man.
So hit subscribe and keep the clicks coming.
Thank you very much. Adios.